Here are my two Toytoni C-3POs 65 back Return of Jedi Palitoy cards that are, this one's graded, this is the first one I bought quite a while back. It's UKG graded, it gets 85, it's quite an old one. It's got 290 subs for the bubble and figure. Rarity is 1 star. Star Wars Return of Jedi C-3PO Palitoy 65 back unpunched. Archive from the, yeah. So it's unpunched. Very nice condition. It's a very famous, very common figure this, on this card. Toytoni had loads of these. So it's a 65 back. Don't want it dropping off. So Star Wars Collectible 65. Special offer, Check Bandolier. 2 blacked out Ewoks. So this is a very common Toytoni. This is the one I bought later after the Toytoni because someone was selling it off. I got it for 20 quid. I wasn't going to pass that up. So that's C-3PO there. There's the black piece of vinyl that you can carry the parts of C-3PO in and attach to the back of Chewbacca. So I think according to the numbers with the Toytoni numbers, there's probably about 1,000 of these. He had 1,000 of these card backs, and then the blisters, and then he just needs to get the figures. And this C-3PO is quite easy to get mint condition in baggies. Very nice. Same back. I think the card on this one, even though it's not graded, is in nicer condition. It's hard to tell, but they're virtually the same. So this would have graded high as well. Probably a 90, that one. Such a good piece. These are selling now again. People are selling off Toytoni still. The prices is, I did buy that FX7 last year, the German one, because I knew it had a low number. There wasn't too many of them. Like I know the Luke Palitoy, Farm Boy, this one, the C-3PO, he had huge numbers of these. Certain figures, like R5D4 on a German card, that's incredibly rare. The FX7, that's why I went for it. So 2 removable limbs C-3PO and 65 backs. Very nice. So I've got about 10, 11, 12 Toytonis, so maybe more because I've got a few German ones as well that I've never shown on this channel. I've got the Bosk, Hoth Rebel Soldier, Hoth Commander, and the White Bespin Guard. The White Bespin Guard I think is on a Clipper card though. Or it's one of them, it's on a Clipper card. Immaculate condition. Very nice. I think people would buy these now because price for originals is just so high. Why not buy a Toytoni? I think what the collecting community is doing now is having a sort of, like in 2013 they had their, ripping their hair out, banging their chest, and people saying I'm getting out of the hobby and selling everything, or and that. But now, in perhaps with time, there's been a sort of period of reflection and, you know, consideration, and I'm talking a load of crap, but you know that people are now thinking, okay, they're like, you know, the bubble, the figure, card back and the figure are all genuine. It's just that they were manufactured or put together later than what we believed. Okay, so I think people are, you know, maybe becoming less hostile towards Toytoni figures now. I mean, some will be still very hostile, those probably the purists, those that are, you know, pretty, you know, but you know, I never sold off my Toytonis. You know, I put quite a bit of money into, I mean, this one was about, back then, 85, but this was averaging about 100 in those days, and then this 20 quid, I'm not passing that up, and I got the Death Star droid on this sort of thing for 40 quid, so, you know, I weren't going to pass this up, no way. So yeah, I mean, now some sellers do state that it's a Toytoni, others do not. So I mean, you got to do research, which means going on Mr. Palitoy web guide and just look at the list of the Toytoni figures, get to familiarise, learn which ones are very common, like the Robot, the Luke, Farm Boy, the C-3PO, obviously, the sort of which ones were British, which ones were German, which ones were Dutch, you know, just like the Bosk as well, that's a common one as well. So yeah, and then maybe, you know, if you come across one, you know, it's up to you. I mean, I'm not going to say, I can't say that they're going to go up in value or not, but you know, I mean, AFA, CAS and UKG won't grade them now, so you can't get them graded now. You'd have to buy them graded. I mean, they're always high grades as well. Look at that, 290 subs. It's a really high grade. So you know, they're always in immaculate condition. A lot of the Boba Fett's as well. The Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett, Palitoy. There's the Toytonis. So you know, I mean, it's really, if you're a Palitoy collector or a German, you know, I mean, it's decimated the German, you know, General Mills. Everything German would be Toytoni, really. A lot of the Dutch Clipper as well, but I mean, it's done sizable damage to the Palitoy market as well. So yeah, I mean, the name Toytoni is now, you know, quite, you know, just what he did was seen as reprehensible and all that sort of stuff, you know. I mean, but who am I to judge? I do believe this one is in better condition than this one though. Hard to tell. I mean, they've got the same type of bubble as well. So those are my two Toytoni C-3POs 65 backs. Graded UKG 85 and ungraded in a star case. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed listening to my rant and ramblings and waffle, but I thought I'd show them. Cheers, goodbye.